I speak to Mike, please?
This is Mike.
Mike, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, where are you calling from?
Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Did I win something?
No, you didn't. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from somebody who went out on a date with you.
Okay.
And she's been trying to get a second date, but you haven't been returning any of her phone calls or text messages. So she asked if I could get you on the phone and find out why.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Danica, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you remember this date.
Oh.
Yes, I do. So she emailed you to call me.
Yeah, it's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update.
That's a little awkward, but okay.
What did you think of Danica, first off?
I mean, Danica is a really sweet individual. I mean, she has a really great heart. I would just say that she is a very highly emotional person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked to her about your date, and it was obvious from our conversation that she's very emotional.
Oh, okay, right. So then you got a little bit of that. I mean, I'm a sensitive guy, and I'm a Pisces. I pick up on people's vibes, immediately. Mm-hmm. So I get it, but I mean, I've never experienced anything like that date ever in my life.
She told us about it, and now she was 5 minutes late, and she was very upset about that, and she'd been crying before. And
oh my God, I thought, she ran in the restaurant, and I had no idea what was going on. She had mascara down her face, and she was telling me about her dog named Monkey, and she literally, started crying hardcore at the table, and,
Did you think, at first, did you think, the dog died or something?
That's exactly what I thought. So I'm in shock, A, because of the way she was reacting to it, but then she was so honestly upset that it was making me upset, and I felt so bad for her, but I didn't know what to do. So she's freaking bawling, and I'm sitting here she kind of got me teary-eyed, and here we're like a mess sitting in the restaurant, like everybody's staring at us.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah, that would be awkward. Oh, man. That would definitely be awkward.
Yeah, it was the most awkward experience I've ever had in my life, and I feel bad for her. I mean, she's got a great heart.
Yeah, it sounds like she's a very sensitive person. I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes. I'm a sucker when girls cry. Why do you think I can't ever break up with girls? Because they always like to cry as soon as you say I don't want to be with you, and then I'm like, all right, well, we'll stay. So I don't know what I would do if I was in your shoes.
Yeah, and finally when we left, I mean, I was pretty much in a really weird mood afterwards. I mean, when someone is deeply emotional for an hour. I was kind of a wreck, quite frankly.
I would have felt emotionally spent after that too.
I mean, that's the right word to use. Totally spent.
Oh my God!
All because she was 5 minutes late to your date.
Because she was late, and because she couldn't get her dog to use the bathroom or something. That's the craziest part.
Mike, I have to tell you this right now. Danica is actually on the phone listening.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Mike.
I'm so, first I just want to say, listening to you, the way that you just told our story was so sweet, and you're such a nice guy, and I don't know what to say.
Why are you crying now? Danica, you're going to get me stuck up here. Why are you crying?
Because I'm just trying to, I'm actually trying not to cry, and that's, making me cry more.
Oh, God. Danica!
Because I really care about you, and I really thought that, after all we talked about online, I just knew, you're such a good person, and then I pain, and then I ruined everything, and I totally a terrible. I just felt
No. Stop. You're not a terrible person. You didn't ruin anything, okay? I am sorry that that I couldn't deal with the situation properly. I apologize.
But it's like we talked so many times, and was like building up towards the date, and then I show up and I'm late, and that's so inconsiderate, and I felt so stupid. And
No. It's okay. It's okay. You were late. I mean, it's that happens. It's not any reason.
Oh my gosh, honey.
No. Don't cry. Come on, Danica. Don't.
I'm trying not to. I swear. I just wanna say that, and I know you've been avoiding my calls and my texts, and I understand.
I have, and I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry about that. Okay? Come on now. I mean, look, I'm an emotional guy too. I mean, how are we supposed to function as a normal couple if I'm so sensitive and in tune to you, and you're connected to your heart, right? I mean, how are we supposed to balance that? We'd be a walking mess, It's like a basket case of emotions running around the street.
Are you saying you're concerned, Mike, that her being so emotional and you being so emotional, all you guys are going to do is sit around and cry together?
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to sit around and cry, but I mean, I'm saying that I'm going to feed into her feelings, and I'm going to want to, nurture that. But I just feel like that's focused. That's kind of the energy is too focused on one thing. I don't want it to be a negative situation.
I don't think it's negative, though. I mean, I don't think it's negative. I think that you were, such a good, you showed me, what a good guy you were. Just, sit there, and you were so sweet to me, and so comforting, and, that's exactly the kind of guy I need.
Hey, look, you are sweet, okay? And that's why I was there. It's just... How are we supposed to function if we can't even have a conversation without you crying,
Mike, would you be interested in trying to have a conversation with no tears with Danica?
I mean, if that's possible.
I can see if it's possible and ask you if you'd like to go out with Danica again. I'll pay for a second date for you guys.
It's possible, I
What
swear.
do you think, Danica? Do you think we can go no tears this time?
I promise. I'm all cried out, I did it.
We can be happy, and we don't have
Yes.
to. And if I'm late or you're late, it's going to be okay.
Well, I'm not going to be late.
Oh my gosh.
And here's the thing that you don't even know, is that when I'm happy, I'm so happy.
Don't display you have major mood swings. Don't do that. I go from super happy to tears
Danica.
in a matter of seconds. All right. Well, Mike, so you'll go out with Danica again?
Let's give it another try.
All right.
That is...
Awesome.
It's going to be amazing.
It already is.
I can't believe it's happening.